Yes, good evening, students. Now, continuation our chapter solutions. We have discussed previously that correlative properties. Already two properties is over. Now, today one more property, that is depression of freezing point. What is freezing point? So, a freezing point. How to define freezing point? So, the temperature at which liquids and solids are adjusting equilibrium. Adjusting equilibrium means what? Liquids are converted to solids. So, that is called freezing point. So, the temperature at which the temperature at which liquids and solids adjust at equilibrium. Equilibrium is called what? Freezing point. Is called what? Freezing point. So how it is they are adjusted. See here, if you see graphically how they are. So now it is x-axis is temperature, y-axis is vapor pressure. Now this is considered liquid solvent. Liquid solvent. This is liquid solvent. Now this liquid solvent, now it is called what? Increase in temperature, vapor pressure increases. Right. Now it is what? Decreasing temperature. Now temperature is x-axis. No, when this if you down means what? It is decreasing form. Decreasing form. Yet it is temperature. Liquid solvent is converted into solid solvent. That is frozen solvent or frozen or freezing solvent. Freezing solvent. Now this point is considered that is TF naught. TF naught. Now solution is temperature decreases, it is touch the frozen solvent. Now this point is TF. This is what? Solution. This is called what? Solution. So the solution vapor pressure is where the solution is converted to frozen solvent. Here. The difference between these two freezing points of solvent, this one, the freezing point of solution, this one. The difference between these two is considered delta TF. Delta TF. Now out of these two, which one has less freezing point? That is solvent, no? Which one has more freezing point? So, which one has a less solution, no? Which one has more freezing point? Solvent. Now, how to define freezing point? How to define depression of freezing point? So, delta TF, depression of freezing point. The difference between freezing point of solvent and freezing point of solution. The difference between freezing point of solution and freezing point of what? Solvent. So that is first one is that is solvent. You have to write plus form. You have to write first. Solvent and solution is called what? Depression of freezing point. Depression of freezing point. Now we can recognize what delta TF is equal to, out of these two which one has more, that is TF naught minus TF. TF naught minus TF means here freezing point of a solution is less than freezing point of solvent. Freezing point of solvent. So this is called what? Depression of freezing point. So from this depression of freezing point, we have to calculate the molecular mass of solute. Now next one is calculation of molar mass of solute from depression of freezing point. Depression of freezing point. So as you know, here delta TF is directly proportional to the concentration. Directly proportional to the concentration. Here concentration is nothing but molarity. Is nothing but what? Molarity. We have to take molarity as a concentration. Now delta TF is directly proportional to the M, and delta TF is equal to KF into M. Now here KF is called a cryoscopic constant. Cryoscopic constant or depression freezing point of constant or molar freezing point constant. Now what is the KF units? So K units is K into Kg into mole inverse. These are the units of KF. So that is what? Cryoscopic constant units are K into Kg into mole inverse. These are the units. So from this, how to calculate this one? Molar mass. So already you know what is the formula for molarity. So molarity you can recognize. What is molarity? The number of moles of solute present in 1 kg or 1000 grams of solvent. So already you know M is equal to weight of solute is considered, that is W2, molecular weight of solute is considered M2 into 1000, weight of solvent is considered W1. W1. Now we can recognize, already you know this is relation. So this one is what? Delta TF is equal to KF into molarity. Now delta TF is equal to KF into molarity means what? W2 by M2 into 1000 by W1. So here M2 is called what? Molecular mass of solute. So here M2 is written as what? Kf into W2 into 1000 by delta TF into what? W1. So this is calculate the molecular mass of solute by using depression of freezing point. Same as elevation of boiling point, but here condition is changes. This condition is changes. For elevation of boiling point is TB minus TB naught, whereas depression of freezing point delta TF is equal to TF naught minus TF, and everything is same. So what is cryoscopic constant? Same as ebullioscopic constant. Same, definition is same. So units are same, but instead of B, you have to take F. So this is depression of freezing point. Right. So next one, next property is osmotic pressure. So last targeted property is osmotic pressure. So before that, we have to know about what is osmosis. Osmosis means the flow of solvent from pure solvent to solution. So that is osmotic pressure. Next property, correlative property is osmotic pressure. First you have to know about osmosis. Osmosis. So first you have to take one beaker. This is a beaker. Is containing water. Is containing water. Now, one more beaker you have to take, that is U-shaped beaker you have to take. This is U-shaped beaker. Right, this is U-shaped beaker. Now this U-shaped beaker mouth, this is closed with semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane. Now it is closed. What happened? This is filled with solution. Filled with salt solution. This is the solvent. This is solution. This is solution. That is what? Salt solution. Consider one solution that the salt or sugar solution. But this is what? Solvent. Solvent. This is what? SPM, semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane. Now, what happened here? After some time, what happened? The flow of solvent from pure solvent to solution means, if you see after some time, what happened? The solution, salt solution, number of solution particles are increases. Here the height of the solution is increases. Why the height of the solution is increases means the solvent is flow from pure solvent to, that is solution, like this, through semi-permeable membrane. Now then height of the solution, this solution height, solution is increases, volume of solution is increases. So now why the volume of solution increases? Here solvent is enters into the solution through semi-permeable membrane. Now to define osmosis. Osmosis is a process. In which solvent is flow from pure solvent into the solution. Is called what? Osmosis. So into the solution through how the solvent is enters through semi-permeable membrane, through SPM, semi-permeable membrane, is called what? Osmosis. So what type of SPM used here? So SPM or semi-permeable membranes are mostly animal bladder, this pig bladder or parchment paper, cellulose acetate, acetate. These are the mostly used what semi-permeable membrane. Now, what is the osmotic pressure? What is the osmotic pressure? So, osmotic pressure. If we take two beakers, filled with solutions, So this is solution, this is solvent, this is SPM, semi-permeable membrane. Now here you have to apply some pressure. Here, solution side, to stop the flow of solvent. Actually, what is osmosis? Solvent is passed from pure solvent into solution. Is called what? Osmosis. Means this process is called osmosis. If stop the flow of solvent. So now to stop the flow of solvent, that is means first flow of solvent to stop by using required pressure. So how much pressure is required to stop the flow of solvent or osmosis? That is called what? Osmotic pressure. So the pressure required to stop the flow of solvent or osmosis is called osmotic pressure. Is called osmotic pressure. Generally, it is denoted with pi. Osmotic pressure is denoted with pi. So now, what is the relation with the concentration? How to calculate molecular weight of solute by using osmotic pressure? So, see here, we see. Actually, pi is directly proportional to C. Now, at a particular temperature, now pi is equal to, you have to write constant, that is RCT. at particular temperature. Now is equal to pi is equal to CRT by changing. Pi is equal to CRT. So now pi is equal to, generally C is equal to N2 by V, for it is related to solute. So N2 means solute by V. So that is what? N2 by V RT. Now pi V is equal to, N2 means what? You can written as what? W2 by M2. So that is W2 by M2 into RT. Now we can written as what? So M2 is equal to, we can written as pi W2 RT by pi. So this is calculation mass of solute by using osmotic pressure. So this is today our class. Tomorrow we are going to continue this time. Right? Thank you.